And welcome to your morning show, Leftover Podcast. Appreciate you listening. I am John. Hello. Rose is over there.
Hello.
Hoodie's got the finger guns. Riley is out today. She had texted late last night. Marshall had a bit of a scare. Had to stay in the hospital. He's feeling better. So that's good news. You can send her well wishes, though, because it's her anniversary weekend as well.
Yeah.
On the gram at Riley Couture. We had a show today, friends.
We had something today. I don't know if we could qualify it as a show.
I don't even know where to begin. I had asked about what people steal from your job, and this woman called in to rat out her daughter for stealing Cheesecake Factory stuff.
I love that she did that.
But
and then we called her daughter.
And her daughter's like, but Mom uses the stuff. And
I love it so
okay.
much. They have such a fun relationship. That's the kind of relationship I want to have with Charlie.
Oh, my God, yeah. And the fact that daughter's like, we have other stuff besides the Cheesecake Factory stuff, which I think is great. So a couple of things. So first of all, the Cruise Customs Flags deal ends next week. So we team with Cruise Customs Flags. They are Louisville-based. They make American flags out of bourbon barrels. It's a very cool thing. They're donating 10% of proceeds to Fisher House through the end of September. So you have until next week to get that. Eric's quest for the hoodies is he's getting closer and closer. He's about a quarter of the way there. If he sells 100 of them, he gets to go to the Louisville show next week. You can order those or get tickets, internjohncomedy.com. Louisville is on Saturday next week. Then we do Fall Church. Then we do a St. Pete. But very excited.
I think Rose's thing is going to be the thing that pushes it over.
I am so excited that Eric is actually going to do this, because if he does it the way my brain is working, it is going to be epic. Think back when Kane used to kick the show off and I did the Britney Spears thing. Think that.
Okay.
But not Britney, obviously.
So, So Eric, he's singing a song.
It's singing, maybe rapping. We'll see. We'll see how he does.
Then what Eric should do, and Andrew, I'm going to charge this with you, is that he should record it and give it to the voice of God, Darren, to make sure Darren can make it sound presentable.
Well, he would have to record it
today.
Yeah,
and then he has nothing. Eric, anytime
he does have to leave here real quick after the show, though. I know that
he's got time now. Listen, Eric is the master of making up tasks that aren't his tasks when you ask him to do something. There's nobody better at it.
He might need to practice it a little bit. Because it's like even I'm the one that created it. I recorded it for Hoodie and Eric to hear how it sounded in my head, and I did 3 different takes before I was like, okay, that sounds decent
Rose,
enough.
You're adorable, but do you think Eric has practiced anything?
Absolutely not, but he should.
I mean, if you've heard the commercials that he's done on this station, you've heard it's a one take. It's like Jay-Z in that way.
The Christian's Crustaceans
classic,
the crab commercial,
an all-time classic from that must be 6 years ago, something like that.
That was when I first started on the show, so maybe 8 years ago.
I'm sure we could find that. That bad boy's got to be somewhere in the
it's
system.
Iconic.
It is.
It's one of my
something.
Most proud moments.
So on Monday we'll have Eric doing that, hopefully.
Oh, it's going to be epic, regardless of if it's good or not. It's going to be epic.
That's kind of the show's motto. It might not be good, but it's going to be epic.
It's going to be awesome.
By the way, too, if you're going to the Commanders game on Sunday, myself, Hoodie, and Eric will be out in the Legends Plaza.
Yeah.
From probably 10ish to game time. So that'd be dope. We're going to do a little popcorn. Rose, what's going on with you?
I'm very excited for this weekend. It's going to be pretty chill for me anyways. So Clint and I's anniversary, our second wedding anniversary, is October 2nd, so next weekend.
Boy.
And instead of getting each other, I get him a present, he gets me a present, we've started doing this last year where we get a present as a couple, something big that we've wanted. This year we're doing a fire pit for the backyard. Oh. So very excited about that. Clint is going to be leveling out the ground and putting the rocks in. We have 3 tons of rocks in our driveway that's been sitting there for a while for this fire pit. And then on Sunday we are going to his grandma's house for a barbecue, which I'm very excited about too.
That's
so it's just going to be a pretty chill weekend, which I need. Yeah. I need to catch up on House of Dragon. So there's so much TV that I need to watch, but also I am making some Halloween costumes, my Halloween costume and Tormund's Halloween costume. I'm sewing them. So I have to do that as well because it's gonna be here before I know it. So
Rose, are you doing one of those kits? I know back in the 90s, my mom would always get those random kits at Michael's or Joann's Fabrics to make it.
Yeah, no, I'm doing this
Freehand.
free-handed. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's
slight
going to
flex.
be pretty basic because it's like straight lines, and I think I'll be fine with it, but we'll see. I haven't sewn since I made Charlie's curtains, and those were questionable, but they worked. Like I got it done.
Well, if you're
So-
catching up to in House of Dragons, the one that comes out this week is they do the jump.
Oh,
time-wise,
that's
so-
right. Okay, yeah. So I gotta catch up on that. Popcorn hoodie.
Sup?
Hey.
I'm excited.
Sup?
Maura and
Sup,
I have
dog?
taken the baby steps into wedding planning, which is
Oh,
it's
So like,
it's scary.
do you have a
Yeah,
do you have a
date?
time frame
check my
or
calendar
a
quick.
date that you're like thinking about?
John has one day available, and that's the
Yeah,
day.
what's
So obviously no date, but we've kind of done the preliminary talk on budget.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, okay.
Maura started her Knot account, and all the vendors look great, but then when you go to the pricing
Oh, yeah.
portion of the thing, it's like, oh, okay, maybe
Yeah.
not that one.
When's that?
Weddings
Do what
are
year?
expensive.
We're thinking 2024, just because
Okay.
the
gonna be hard for
pandemic,
me.
it's been a little bit backed up with every other venue, so we figured 2024 right now.
Big year for me, election year.
It is.
Might be running,
It
so
is.
we'll see.
Chewy and Skittles could be very
Listen,
busy that
Skittles.
year.
Hell, absolutely. Hell yeah.
Doing that, and then tonight we were going to do it yesterday, but Google acted weird. We were getting our wedding email. So
Oh.
How exciting!
The next step.
Can I,
email.
This is so exciting, honey.
can I ask you a real question?
Yeah.
Just between us dudes. Are you actually excited to plan this wedding, or is it more so like, listen, you do what you want, and you just let me know what you need from me?
I'm excited. I think more like my free time obviously is like with Crisis and the nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
This is more like, oh, my free time is now filled with
Yeah.
wedding stuff. Obviously,
Yeah.
I will balance out everything like that. But
So I was right.
yeah,
You just kind of
yeah.
sit back and
I'll
like,
get more excited when
Yeah.
it's like more practical.
yeah, like
I
you're
think.
you're
Yeah.
happy to be you're happy, excited you found the one, but it's like, this is whatever you need. It's not really about me anyway. So kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like whatever you need from me, just kind of let me know.
But yeah, it's
Neat.
gonna be a good time. Then next week, Maura is gonna go with her mom and I think my mom to a wedding expo. So that'll be cool.
That's so fun.
When
oh my
is
gosh,
the
this
bachelor
is such
party?
an exciting time.
Probably
John.
2024 as well.
Oh no, we gotta do it
It's
next
usually
year.
no, it's usually closer to the wedding. Like mine was, I think, like 2 or 3
We're doing
weeks
it next
before
month, and then
the
we'll wait
wedding.
2 years.
We can do it in Louisville next weekend.
I
Pre,
mean, I think-
that's
Pre-bachelor
that
party?
That will be what happens. There'll be like one random weekend in 2024. We're hanging out like this is it.
This is it, guys.
This
This is
Nah,
where we're going in.
It's a little bit planned. I've already been vetoed on some things. So
Wait, what?
Disney. I can't go to Disney.
Wait, what?
for a
We can't do
bachelor
Disney?
party. but I mean, I get it. So
It's
fine.
expensive,
It's
though.
expensive
Yeah, but
for like at least 7 dudes to go to Disney. That's at least
but
$5,000 at
But
least. Yeah.
like
That-
you
yeah.
wouldn't have to pay
Yeah,
for
no,
all the
yeah.
guys.
the guys pay for
And
themselves.
typically the guys might even pay for you.
yeah, the guys pay for themselves. You don't pay for the whole thing.
Because like my bachelorette party, I don't think I spent a dime. Like
Yeah.
my best friend and all of my best friends pitched in, and they made it like spectacular.
Did you, Rose? Did
So-
you have any say on Clint's bachelor party at all? Or he just did his own thing.
No, I let him do his own thing. He went on a golf trip. Like that was his.
mean-
that's what he wanted to do,
My
and I was
normal
like,
thing-
go
Clint's
for
is
it.
golf. Mine is Disney. obviously.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, we go to Galaxy's Edge. Maybe then we go to Harry Potter
Drink
World.
around the
go to
world.
Universal, do a little Harry Potter action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, bro.
We're gonna need to
Sick.
take a week off. What are you gonna
Listen,
do?
and Eric had to sit back and run the show, but I think
Oh, you
Sorry.
can't do that to Eric.
I just think it'd be neat.
We'll
I
see.
know it's not my
I
bachelor
think,
party,
I think
but
if I
I-
keep mentioning it, she might cave. So
Yeah, I mean, of all the places to go, Disney's the least.
I'm not
like,
going to strip clubs.
like,
you know?
yeah, and also there's gonna be no like if like not that you would ever cheat. There's gonna be no girl worth it who looks at us at Disney and goes,
Oh,
those dudes.
We'll
I
get
wanna,
matching shirts
Yeah.
too. Don't you
Oh,
worry.
yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
would have like a Star Wars themed matching
yeah.
T-shirt that has
Yes.
like how it's Hoodie's bachelor party. You guys
Absolutely.
would be wielding lightsabers
Absolutely. Yeah, there's nothing,
with the Jedi cloak.
Nothing sexual about it. Nothing that screams out
Oh my
these guys are looking
gosh.
for trouble. It's gonna be like, look out, look at all these losers coming through. That's gonna be like that'd be the issue. So all right,
You
well,
guys aren't losers.
no, I know that.
Special in our own way. That's what our moms tell us.
Aw. Well, honey, I'm very excited for all of this stuff. It's like one of the best times of life.
Thank
Even
you.
though it's very stressful, don't focus on any of the stressful stuff. Like it's
Yeah,
amazing.
I think I'm kind of like the reassurer for Maura now, which I think
Yeah.
is probably gonna be my role for most of this process.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see. Obviously, get more updates hopefully like next week when she goes to the expo thing. So
And if you need a
So
Hail
good.
Mary, holler at your boy. I'm known for saving weddings.
Oh, well, Well, you are in the back pocket. Don't worry.
That has happened. He also can officiate your wedding
That is
if
true.
you need someone.
I can do that.
Could do that.
For all you know, I've already married you two.
It's already
Wait,
happened.
what?
I have the form.
I feel like Hoodie and more would know that.
Nah, it's when
some
Dora
public nights.
and Duty were out.
Listen,
at the Christmas
gosh.
party.
It
and
is.
we just
Oh
said
yeah,
something.
that's and we'll do this shit at the Christmas party. That's awesome.
All right, but
Oh
popcorn,
my
John.
gosh.
I'm excited this weekend. So tonight, Molly's family has like a camper at the farm, so we're gonna stay in the camper. Very
Fun.
excited for that's gonna be fun with the boys and just have a night to kind of relax. It's about to be like a wild 3 or 4 months just with the tour stuff and hockey starts in a couple weeks and like end of the year. So it's about to be very intense. I'm excited for that. Then we're doing like some crab feast on Saturday, I guess, at the farm with like the fire department, which is very cool. And then Sunday,
very cool.
going to the Commanders game. Excited for that. It'll be our first like regular season game together. We were supposed to go to the Ravens game last week. She decided to get stung by a damn jellyfish.
How is she feeling, by the way? I know you
Much
said
better.
she was better, but like,
Yeah, no, much better. It was
Okay.
it was really it was scary for scary for hours and hours on last
Yeah.
Sunday, but she's doing better. Everything is good, so I'm excited for that. And then if Louisville fam will be there on next week. I'm excited to go back to the Ville. I'm excited to bring Molly for the first time, and then I was talking. Sasha and I talked in the podcast. Remember the zoo last year, Andrew? The spider exhibit.
Yes.
So there is a spider exhibit that Louisville is. First of all, like Louisville, it's my favorite city in the world. So I say this with love. We were there last October, and like the Christmas decorations were up, which was a little bit like okay, but they have a spider exhibit where it's literally just like a mesh tent. And you walk through, and there's a little bit of a trail. The spiders aren't enclosed. The spiders are just like walking around making webs on the trails. If you're like 6'5", you gotta duck because you're gonna get a spider in the face. It is the most bizarre. And they're like, yeah, like spiders don't leave. Like we check, and you have to check yourself when you leave. But it's like big spiders just hanging out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If I have to check myself for spiders when I go in anyway, I'm not going.
It's fine. There's a little chain mill.
Yeah, that's
door
what I was
to
gonna
protect
say.
you.
It's honestly,
No, thank
God,
you.
it seems like something you see like in the '80s, where it's like, it's fine.
Yeah,
spiders,
I'm out.
spiders don't
This is
bite
the
humans.
carnival that came to
I'm
town.
out.
Don't worry about it. So I get tickets to all the dates, internjohncomedy.com. You can watch today's podcast on the gram at YMS Radio. See Eric's ads there as well. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.